Most seniors believe they're doing the right thing by simply drinking water throughout the day. But the startling truth is that over 94% of adults over the age of 60 are unknowingly hydrating in a way that puts stress on their kidneys, disrupts their electrolyte balance, weakens cognitive performance, and even accelerates the aging of their skin, joints, and vital organs. You might assume that simply sipping water here and there when you feel thirsty is enough. But as we age, our body's thirst mechanism becomes less reliable and fails to send clear signals when we need fluid, meaning that by the time you feel thirst, you're already mildly dehydrated, something that doesn't just affect your comfort, but your heart rate, mental clarity, and risk of falls. What's even more surprising is that many seniors who do drink the recommended 8 glasses a day still do so in ways that are inefficient or even harmful, such as drinking large amounts at once, which can actually flush out essential minerals like sodium and potassium, leading to confusion, fatigue, or heart palpitations. The way your body absorbs and utilizes water after 60 is radically different than when you were younger. Your body composition shifts, lean muscle mass, which stores water, decreases, and your kidneys become less efficient at conserving water, all of which mean your hydration needs are more specific and demand a smarter strategy, not just more water. For example, drinking cold water immediately after waking up can actually shock the system and cause digestive sluggishness, whereas sipping room temperature water with a pinch of mineral-rich pink Himalayan salt can kickstart cellular hydration and gently reawaken your metabolism without spiking cortisol or straining your adrenal glands. Seniors often don't realize that the timing of hydration is just as important as the quantity. When you drink matters more than how much you drink, especially if you deal with blood pressure swings, joint stiffness, brain fog, or dizziness upon standing. Drinking a full glass of water right before meals dilutes your stomach acid and can impair digestion, leading to bloating and poor nutrient absorption, while strategically hydrating 30 minutes before meals and sipping warm water during meals can significantly improve gastrointestinal health and nutrient assimilation. Another common mistake is drinking water too late at night, which disrupts sleep quality by increasing nighttime bathroom trips and throwing off melatonin production. Instead, proper hydration starts with a consistent morning routine, followed by light intake throughout the day, and a tapering off of fluids after dinner to protect your sleep cycle. And yet, one of the most important and overlooked factors of hydration is how well your cells are absorbing the water you drink. Seniors often suffer from low cellular hydration despite drinking enough water, due to mineral imbalances or chronic inflammation. That's why drinking plain water without electrolytes or pairing it with hydrating foods like cucumbers, berries, or chia seeds can result in water passing right through the body without truly hydrating your tissues. Many seniors unknowingly suffer from something called internal drought, where they appear hydrated on the outside but are chronically dry on the inside at the cellular level, leading to stiffness, sluggish metabolism, and even memory lapses. Proper hydration isn't just about water. It's about minerals, timing, absorption, and how the fluid you take in works in harmony with your aging body systems. Understanding this hidden side of hydration is the key to unlocking higher energy levels, clearer thinking, improved digestion, and even a reduction in joint and muscle pain. If you've ever felt tired despite drinking plenty of water, if your skin feels dry no matter what lotion you use, or if you've noticed more frequent urination without real relief from thirst, your body may be signaling that it's time to completely rethink how you hydrate after 60. This isn't just about avoiding dehydration. It's about using water as a tool to regenerate your body from the inside out, enhance your longevity, and give your organs the environment they need to function at their peak. One of the most misunderstood truths about hydration after 60 is that the type of water you consume can dramatically impact how well your body retains and uses it. And this goes far beyond just filtered or bottled varieties. Many seniors are unknowingly drinking what experts call dead water, water stripped of essential minerals through overpurification or distillation, which lacks the natural electrolytes that help water penetrate into your cells and remain in your tissues. Without these trace minerals, particularly magnesium, calcium, and potassium, water tends to pass straight through the body, offering minimal benefit and actually increasing your risk of mineral depletion. It's no wonder that so many seniors who believe they're drinking enough water still suffer from muscle cramps, mental fog, brittle nails, and low energy. True hydration isn't just about fluid intake. It's about intracellular fluid retention, and the only way your cells hold on to water is through an optimal mineral gradient. Sadly, as we age, our digestive systems also become less efficient at absorbing nutrients from food and supplements, meaning even those who eat healthily might not be getting enough electrolytes from diet alone. This is where intentional hydration strategies come into play, such as beginning your morning with a glass of water that includes a pinch of sea salt and a squeeze of lemon, both of which help restore pH balance and provide a spectrum of trace elements that enhance cellular uptake. And if you're someone who still relies on coffee or black tea to start her day, it's critical to understand that both beverages are natural diuretics. They encourage fluid loss, so it's essential to counterbalance them with additional mineral-rich hydration. Even more surprisingly, chronic low-grade dehydration has been directly linked to elevated levels of cortisol, your body's primary stress hormone, which in turn worsens blood pressure, cognitive decline, and insulin resistance. All issues seniors are already more vulnerable to. What's even more alarming is that dehydration has been identified as a silent contributor to urinary tract infections, constipation, and kidney stone formation in older adults, with many of these conditions being misattributed to aging when in fact they're preventable through correct hydration techniques. Most people also don't realize that your skin acts as a backup organ for hydration. When the body is dehydrated, it pulls moisture from the skin to support more vital functions, which is why dry, flaky skin is often one of the first external signs of poor hydration, even when water consumption appears normal. This becomes even more critical during the night, when your body enters its natural detoxification phase. If you're underhydrated at bedtime, your liver and kidneys can't operate efficiently, which leads to a sluggish feeling in the morning, toxic buildup, and even disturbed dreams or night sweats. That's why the timing of your last glass of water is just as important as your first. Ideally, you should hydrate 1 to 2 hours before bed, not immediately before lying down, to give your body time to absorb the water without interrupting your sleep with bathroom trips. Another overlooked issue is temperature. Older adults often consume water that's too cold or too hot, both of which can interfere with digestion and thermoregulation. Room temperature or slightly warm water tends to be ideal for absorption and digestion, especially when taken with or around meals. Furthermore, hydration isn't just a solo act. It works synergistically with other health habits like physical activity. Light stretching, walking, or gentle yoga can actually help water circulate through your joints and tissues more effectively, aiding in lubrication and waste removal. Seniors who are sedentary often find their hands and feet feel cold or swollen, a sign that fluids aren't circulating efficiently, and no amount of water can fix this unless paired with mild movement to assist lymphatic flow. It's this whole body approach to hydration, focusing on timing, quality, mineral content, and physical support, that determines whether the water you drink is helping you thrive or simply passing through your system unused. With every passing year, your body's demand for intelligent hydration increases, not decreases, and without addressing this, even the best nutrition and lifestyle habits will fall short of their potential. Another major aspect of hydration that is routinely ignored, especially by those over 60, is how medications interfere with water balance in the body. Seniors are often on multiple prescriptions, commonly referred to as polypharmacy, and many of these drugs have dehydrating side effects that are never properly addressed by healthcare providers. Diuretics, blood pressure medications, antihistamines, and even certain antidepressants can all increase fluid loss or impair the body's ability to hold on to water. This means a senior who is following standard hydration advice, such as the outdated 8 glasses a day rule, might still be deeply dehydrated because they're losing more water than they realize, especially if they're also experiencing increased urination, dry mouth, or fatigue without clear cause. Unfortunately, many doctors fail to explain how to adjust hydration habits based on these risks, leaving older adults at the mercy of symptoms they think are just part of aging. But here's the truth. Medications change the rules of hydration. They force your kidneys to work harder, sometimes alter your electrolyte levels, and can even reduce your natural thirst response, meaning your brain no longer gets the signal that it needs water. Seniors often say, "I don't feel thirsty," and assume that means they're hydrated. But in reality, it is a symptom of declining interoception, the brain's ability to sense internal needs. As a result, they wait until symptoms like dizziness, confusion, or dry skin appear, by which point they are already well into a state of dehydration that can affect balance, memory, and even heart rhythm. Add to that the common habit of limiting water intake during the day to avoid nighttime bathroom trips, and you have a dangerous pattern of chronic dehydration that's hiding in plain sight. This is where hydration timing and spacing become critical. Instead of drinking large quantities all at once, seniors should aim to sip water consistently throughout the day, ideally every 30 to 45 minutes, in small, mineral-rich amounts that the body can absorb and utilize without overwhelming the bladder. One effective method is front-loading hydration in the first half of the day, starting with a structured morning hydration routine and tapering fluid intake after 6 p.m. Another overlooked hydration hack involves foods. Many fruits and vegetables have high water content and are easier for the body to absorb than plain water alone. Watermelon, cucumbers, strawberries, oranges, and even soups made from bone broth offer hydration paired with electrolytes, vitamins, and fiber, all of which enhance how your body retains and uses fluids. A salad with olive oil and sea salt, for example, not only hydrates, but nourishes your cells on a deeper level than just chugging water ever could. And yet, most seniors are told to cut fruit due to sugar or avoid salt due to outdated sodium fears, without realizing that both natural fruit sugars and unrefined salts actually play vital roles in maintaining hydration at the cellular level. This is especially relevant for seniors who engage in physical therapy, outdoor gardening, or even light housework, where they lose moisture through sweat but don't feel it due to thinner skin and blunted sweat responses. If you've ever found yourself feeling lightheaded after standing up quickly, or if your hands and feet regularly feel cold or tingly, these could be signs of subtle dehydration impacting your blood volume and circulation. Even more surprising is how hydration plays a role in joint pain and stiffness. Synovial fluid, the natural lubricant inside your joints, depends on proper hydration and mineral balance to stay thick and cushioning. When hydration is low, joints become inflamed, cartilage wears down, and everyday movement becomes uncomfortable, which can further discourage physical activity, leading to a vicious cycle of stiffness and weakness. That's why many seniors who begin hydrating properly report that their knees, hips, and shoulders feel less achy within just a few days. They also tend to sleep better, since hydration supports melatonin production and helps regulate body temperature during sleep cycles. The bottom line is that drinking water the right way after 60 isn't just about avoiding dehydration. It's about optimizing every system in your body, from brain to bones to bladder, and it starts with understanding the unique physiological changes of aging and how to adapt your hydration habits to meet them. What almost no one tells seniors is that hydration isn't just about avoiding thirst. It's the foundation of cellular health, mental clarity, cardiovascular function, kidney efficiency, digestive regularity, and even immune resilience. And the way most people over 60 hydrate is not only ineffective, but often harmful in subtle ways that build up over time. Let's begin with one of the most dangerous myths, that drinking a big glass of water first thing in the morning is the best way to start your day. While this is widely recommended, it actually shocks the system, especially if the water is cold, and consumed rapidly on an empty stomach, which can trigger a cortisol spike, tax the adrenal glands, and cause unnecessary stress on kidneys that are already sensitive with age. Seniors with high blood pressure, adrenal fatigue, or cardiovascular issues are especially vulnerable to this kind of jolt. Instead, what your body truly needs is a gentle hydration ritual that supports your internal environment. This means warm or room temperature water, preferably infused with a pinch of mineral-rich sea salt or lemon to provide electrolytes, improve absorption, and kickstart digestion without spiking stress hormones. Why? Because your body doesn't just need water, it needs water that can actually reach your cells, and that requires the right mineral balance. This is where many seniors unknowingly sabotage themselves by drinking distilled or purified water exclusively, which lacks the essential minerals your body needs to transport water across cell membranes. When you drink this kind of dead water long-term, it can actually deplete your body of existing minerals, leading to symptoms like cramping, fatigue, muscle weakness, brain fog, and irregular heartbeat. Think about that. Drinking more water could actually make you more dehydrated if it's not the right kind of water. And this is one of the hidden hydration traps that almost no one is warned about. Furthermore, the natural decline in kidney function after 60 means your body is less efficient at conserving water and electrolytes. So you need to be even more strategic about how and when you hydrate. Adding trace minerals, using electrolyte powders without artificial sweeteners, and consuming mineral-rich foods like leafy greens, avocados, seaweed, and fermented vegetables can transform your hydration from passive to proactive. And then there's the forgotten connection between hydration and digestion. Seniors often suffer from constipation, indigestion, or acid reflux, which are frequently treated with medications instead of being recognized as symptoms of poor hydration. Your body requires water to produce saliva, gastric juices, bile, and mucus, all essential for breaking down food and moving waste through the intestines. Without adequate and timely hydration, stool becomes dry and difficult to pass, leading to strain during bowel movements, which over time can result in hemorrhoids, diverticulosis, and even increased cardiovascular strain. In fact, studies now show that dehydration is a common trigger for heart arrhythmias in older adults, especially when combined with electrolyte imbalances caused by sweat, diuretics, or excessive caffeine. That brings us to another silent saboteur, caffeinated beverages like coffee or tea. While these drinks are comforting and often part of seniors' morning ritual, they act as mild diuretics and increase urine output, which contributes to fluid loss without most people realizing it. The key is not to eliminate them entirely, but to balance every cup of coffee or tea with a glass of mineral water to counteract the dehydrating effects. And if you rely on alcohol in the evenings, even in moderation, understand that this compounds the problem by impairing the hormone vasopressin, which helps the body retain water, causing you to lose more fluids through the night and increasing your risk of waking up groggy, dizzy, or disoriented. This sets off a dangerous cycle. Poor hydration leads to poor sleep, which leads to poor energy, which leads to less movement and worse circulation, all of which further degrade your body's ability to use water effectively. But it doesn't have to be this way. Seniors who adopt even just 3 changes, switching to structured hydration throughout the day, upgrading their water with minerals or natural flavoring, and combining hydration with movement and sunlight, report massive improvements in energy, focus, balance, skin quality, digestion, and even mood. They sleep better, feel more steady on their feet, experience fewer headaches and muscle cramps, and often need fewer medications. They become sharper, calmer, and more physically capable, simply because they finally gave their body the one thing it needed most: water done right. This is why hydration is not just a lifestyle tip. It's a medical priority, and the fact that 94% of seniors are doing it wrong should alarm us. But now that you know the truth, you can take control. Start tomorrow with a warm glass of lemon water and a pinch of salt. Carry a reusable bottle filled with mineral water, and sip it throughout your day. Eat more water-rich foods. Limit caffeine after lunch. And above all, listen to your body, not just for thirst, but for the subtler signs like mood swings, joint stiffness, dry eyes, or fatigue. Because every cell in your body is waiting for you to finally hydrate the right way. And when you do, the transformation can feel nothing short of miraculous.